Hi there, and welcome to Graham's Guide Friday Live, this Friday, the 2nd of June. Today's actually the final Friday Live for this teaching period, so let's get straight into it. I must say it has been a pleasure teaching all of you over the course of the last 12 weeks, and I've just been so excited and buoyed and inspired by the progress that I've seen in every student. Every student has come at a different level and a different stage in their learning, but everyone has made progress, and that's always, for a teacher's perspective, it's always wonderful to see. Sorry. It is wonderful to see. That was not, that was not, well, let's just do that again. No, I'm not going to do it again. This what you see is what you get. That was a genuine cough. I was not trying to be funny. Okay, so yeah, as you can see on today's agenda, I'm looking at formatting and layout because I'm guessing most of you have already completed at least a rough draft, and you're starting to looking at how you're going to format your work. So let's go into the assignment 3 Q&A, and just quickly recap that this is the best place to find information in relation to assignment 3. There's some frequently requested links there, but this week I've had some rather specific requests, and the most common one was about the word count. So if you click on this first link up here, essay writing, formatting, presentation, that'll take you into the Student Hub. Actually, look, let's go there now while we're on the topic. Is that the first thing? No, the first thing was cover sheet. Oh, well, look, we might have a look at cover sheet while we're there too. Open a new tab. Probably going to want me to sign in. Yes. And sign in. Alrighty, so just on the formatting and presentation that I was just talking about, if you go down here, this is in relation to word count, the most common question I've had this week. Every day I've had a question about the word count. It always is, what is included in the word count? So if you go into, it's actually in essay writing, in the essay writing tab. So if you go to the essay writing tab, so the main topic here is academic writing and presenting. We've only been into a couple of these tabs, but today I'm going to take you into a couple more. But in this essay writing tab, if you go to here's the teal approach to paragraph writing. Very important. I might recap on that just before we close this video today. But here is about the word count. So it tells you here that the word count, you're permitted to go above or below 10%, preferably sticking to the word count and above. So as I've said before, the sweet spot really is around 1,600 words for a 1,500 word essay, but less than 1,500 words, you may not have adequately responded to the requirements of the assignment. If you're below 1,350 words, it's very hard to pass an assignment that does not meet the minimum word count. And here it says what is included in the word count. So the word count includes everything in the main body of the text, including headings, tables, citations, quotes, and lists within the body. The list of references and any appendices or footnotes are not included in the word count unless it is clearly stated in the assignment requirements. And I can tell you for the final essay, the list of references is not included in the word count. Alrighty, let's go to another one of these tabs. So on my list here, cover sheet. Let's go and look at cover sheet. So in this tab, formatting and presentation, if you scroll down, well, it's telling you here some of the basics. The font style should be Arial or Times Roman. Use a 12-point font, preferably 1.5 or double-spaced line spacing, and that's what I would prefer, double line spacing, because it's easier for me to put in comments and guidance. But then if you go down here, there are some formatting templates. Ignore the Harvard and the Swinburne Harvard one because we're not using Harvard anymore. But in the APA assignment template, if you click on that, you'll be able to download that template, and that template includes a cover sheet. Now, a cover sheet isn't required in this unit, but it might be required in other units. In this unit, I'll show you, I provided a template as well, and I'll show you that in just a moment. It also has links here to referencing as well. We'll talk about referencing a little later too. Is there anything else here we need to look at right now? No. Alrighty, cool. So let me go back to the guidance that I've provided, and let's look at the template that I provided here. So under frequently requested resources, there's a template. This is a template that I created that you're welcome to download and use. It's in Word format. So if you just click on that, you can then click on this button here to download. But let's just have a quick look at this template here. You'll see that I've got a header here, and in the header is all the information that is asked of you in that Student Hub guide. So student ID, your name, the name of the unit, and the title of the assignment. In this case, it's assignment 3, and the due date. Well, it's not the 27th of September. It'll be the 5th of June. And then this is in 12-point Times Roman font, and it's double-spaced. And this text here, if you can't read this text, it's in it's placeholder text. It's not meant to make sense. It's just placeholder text to give you an idea of the formatting. But then if we go down here, you'll see that the references, your reference list starts on a new page. So make sure that every page should have your basic information, but the heading for your reference page is references, and that's followed by your references here. And in APA, they have a hanging indent. I provided a video to show that to you. If you scroll down on this page, you'll get down to some structure that I've suggested, and here's that short video on how to create a hanging indent in Word. But just while we're here on structure, this is just a suggested structure. There's many ways, as I say, to structure your essay, but it should include the basics. It should have an introduction. It should have body paragraphs. Here I've suggested you can have 5 body paragraphs covering each of the 5 major topics. And I was just talking to my colleagues this morning. Let me open up that, if I can find that, because something was said there. Sorry, probably should have had this open before. Yeah, so in this chat that I was having with my other ELAs this morning, we were talking about how we start the marking of each assignment. And one of my colleagues said that when she's marking, she starts by looking at the reference list, and that's where she goes to first. And I replied and said, yes, I scrolled directly to the reference list too. Then I check the word count. Then I want to see signposting in the introduction that provides me with an idea of what to expect in the body paragraphs. The body paragraphs should attempt to explain one idea supported by literature. And if these elements are present, then the submission is well on the way to a distinction level grade. So just quickly recapping what I had said, so I'm quoting myself here, self-plagiarism. I want to see signposting in the introduction that provides me with an idea of what to expect in the body paragraphs. The body paragraphs should each attempt to explain one idea, and that idea should be supported by literature. So here's some suggested structure for your body paragraphs, and then of course you would finish with a conclusion. References. Okay, so the second most asked question this week was about the references. And if you go to, let me go back here, if you go to the modules, Many of you will know this already, and you'll already know where I'm headed to, so you may want to tune out now. That's okay. If you scroll to the bottom of the modules page, I just want to get there quickly, you'll find the reference list for this unit. So many of the references here are correct. Some of them may be out of date. This does get updated once or twice a year. It usually gets updated before the start of each teaching period. But during the teaching period, if there are any changes made to these third-party websites, they may not be, like the web addresses may not be accurate for some of these that have web addresses. So let's go down to week 1, and that's where we looked at the Future Work Skills 2020 report. The name of that report is Future Work Skills 2020. 2020 is not the date of publication. The date of publication is actually 2011. Almost everybody in assignment 2 had the publication date of Future Work Skills as 2020. So everybody got a comment from me pointing out that that date is incorrect. So you can just copy and paste this into your, if you're quoting the Future Work Skills, and you probably will be, then you could just copy and paste this directly into your reference list, because I'm pretty sure this URL is still current. I'm going to play, I don't really want to do this. I'm just going to test this to see if it is current. Please, it's not. Great. Okay. Well, that's annoying. I will put the proper address into this. After I finish today, I will find the proper URL for that source, and I'll put it in my message to you when I send out this video. I had a funny feeling it wasn't going to be accurate. You know where I can find it? I can find it in the week 1 modules. So if I go to modules, it's in week 1.3, and this link here, essential readings, if I click on that, it will go to the correct link. Yes, it does. Yeah. So so as you can see, the reference list isn't always up to date, but you'll just, if you go into the week 1.3 module, you will find it, and all you need to do is copy this URL here, which you can't see. Let me just bring it down. There we go. So this is the URL here. So you just need to copy and paste that into your reference list. Let me just get this back where it's supposed to be. I know that looked weird for a second, sorry. And let's go back here and back to home. And in fact, that's all I wanted to pass on. I've covered the things, the cover sheet, the references and the word count, the formatting and the layout. I showed you where to find all of that. Thanks for joining me today. I don't want to take up any more of your precious time. We've been going for 13 minutes now. I suppose I could get to 15 minutes and just briefly thank everybody again for, if you've been participating in the discussion boards, thank you so much. I know the discussion boards are a bit quiet right now. That's common at this time of the teaching period. There's no need to be feeling any guilt about not participating in the discussion boards in week 11 and 12, although it would be great to see you there. But if you're working on your essay and you've got other things going on, I completely understand. I won't be back next week, next Friday. This is the last Friday live for this unit. But if you're taking any other units and you would like to have me as your ELA, I would be more than happy to play that role for you in the future. Well, that's all from me before I go any more. And I think it's probably bye for now. See you in the discussions. I'll be in the discussions all weekend and for the remainder of the unit up until the end of week 12. Bye for now.